welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So today is a very exciting video and I think fun video, and it is based on an idea that I saw on Erin's channel, Erin Solomon Beauty. If you don't know her channel, definitely check it out. It's a new channel, but she has really great content. Of course, it's going to be linked in the description below. But she recently did a video called Scenting My Favorite YouTubers, where she chose her favorite YouTubers and scented them, basically chose different fragrances for them. And I thought that this was a really, really fun idea. And I asked her if she wouldn't mind me borrowing this idea. She was all for it. Thank you, Erin. And so I took this idea and modified it just slightly because I decided to scent my favorite fragrance YouTubers. And I know this could be tricky, but what I try to do is to think about fragrances that these YouTubers might like, but also try to choose fragrances that I think they might not have. Of course, I don't know for sure what fragrances everyone has, so it is possible that I'm gonna send you with something that you already have, but I really try to think about things that I haven't heard you talk about. And I've chosen 10 fragrance YouTubers. That, of course, doesn't mean that these are my only favorite fragrance YouTubers. There are so many that I love. But, you know, for the length benefits of this video, I had to narrow down to 10. And also, these were the ones that I could really come up with what I thought were appropriate scents. And again, everyone that I'm going to mention is of course going to be linked in the description. These are in no particular order, so let's start going through the list. First on my list is Joss Jane. And I know from watching her videos that she really enjoys Angel from Mugler, and she also really loves Angel Muse. So I decided to choose a fragrance for her also from the house of Mugler. And to me, this is kind of a fragrance that is somewhere in the middle between Angel and Angel Muse. This is a discontinued fragrance. It's called Angel Taste of Fragrance. And this is the Angel that also has cocoa powder added to it. So it gives it that chocolate edge, which also Angel Muse has, but it's not chocolate spread, it's cocoa powder, so it's not quite as sweet as Angel Muse. So like I said, to me this is exactly in the middle between the two, and so that's why I thought that she might enjoy it. Next on my list is Tara from Olfactophiles, and we have very similar tastes in fragrance, I think, and for that reason we also have a lot of similar fragrances in our collection. So it was slightly challenging to think of a fragrance that she might not have, but that she would enjoy at the same time. And so for her, I've chosen something very new to my collection that I haven't spoken about yet, and I'm not going to go into a lot of details here, but I've chosen a fragrance from Amore Oud called Silk Root. I'm not going to go into all the notes here, but basically I know that Tara likes gourmand scents, and she also likes tobacco in her fragrance, or kind of smoky types of scents. And to me, Silk Root is kind of a nice balance and a nice combination of these two things. It definitely has sweetness to it, and the sweetness that it has is kind of like some types of Middle Eastern desserts. But so it is, I suppose it could be sort of called gourmand, but it's not your overly sweet gourmand. I think this is the type of fragrance that those that don't like overly sweet scents might enjoy as well, because the sweetness is not overpowering, but yet it is present. And at the same time, it also has some kind of smoky element to it. I don't think there is actually tobacco in here, but it definitely has a bit of smokiness to this. So it is kind of sweet, kind of smoky, very interesting scent. So that's what I decided to go with for Tara. Next, I have Deb from Deborah Day. She's another gourmand lover. Again, we love a lot of the similar scents, and I've chosen a scent for her that I hope she doesn't have, but I think it's possible that she might. But this is definitely something that I think she would enjoy. This is from Shea and Blue, and this is Salt and Caramel. And as the name suggests, that's exactly what it is. It is sea salt and caramel. There are a few other notes in here, but technically it is a stunning combination of sweet and salty, and just absolutely stunning, comforting, delicious type of scent that I think she would enjoy. Next, I have Moon from Moon Perfumes. And like me, she's a rose lover. And so I had to choose a fragrance that had a prominent note of rose in it. And so I decided to go with Mon Parfum Cristal from Mugler. Again, I'm not 100% sure if she has it or not, but this is a sweet rose. It has rose, it has toffee, vanilla, and it's just very interesting scent. It is definitely gourmand, but with a very strong rose element as well, and that's why I think she might enjoy this scent. So again, Mon Parfum Cristal from Mugler. Next, I have Nisha from Spicy Looks, and as her channel name says, I think she is kind of spicy. That's kind of a bit of her personality, at least that's how I perceive her. And she's not afraid of strong scents or scents that are leaning a little bit more masculine. And she recently acquired and reviewed Angel Share on her channel, which is kind of a boozy scent. And so she really enjoyed it. And so I decided to go with another boozy scent for her, which is Barra Onda from Nasomato. I absolutely love this scent. This is again a newer one to my collection. This scent is supposed to be about whiskey, and I know many people actually smell whiskey in it. For me, it's not exactly whiskey, but it's definitely a boozy scent that's about some type of alcohol. For me, it's more about kind of highly fermented wine with some dried fruits added to it. It is a stunner of a scent, and I think she might like something like this. Next, I have Lala from Lala Beauty. She recently added Unknown Pleasures from Kerosene to her collection, and I know that she's really enjoying it, and I think it got her interested in this house, interested in exploring other scents from this house, and so that's why I decided to choose for her a fragrance from Kerosene, and this one is called Follow. This is a fragrance that's all about coffee. I mean, it's an amazing blast of coffee, definitely strong coffee. There isn't really any milk or cream added to it. I mean, this is like a strong espresso. And as the scent develops, there is more sweetness coming out of this. So it is a stunning, stunning wake me up type of scent that's centered definitely around coffee. Everything, all the other notes are definitely secondary, and I think that she might enjoy this one as well. Next, I have Abby from the Cherries TV, and she was a tougher one to choose for because I think her taste is quite eclectic. I've seen her talk about many different types of fragrances, but I think she's also, at least my impression is that she's not afraid of kind of strong scents. And so I've chosen one like that for her. This is Palo Santo from Carner, Barcelona. This is very sweet and very woody scent. When you first spray it on, you definitely get huge blast of strong woody notes. And of course, the sweetness is there, but it starts coming out more as the scent develops more. And so it is like, I've mentioned it before, it is sort of in the same vein as By the Fireplace by Replica, but it is stronger, woodier, and it is also sweeter. And so I don't know exactly if she's gonna like it, but I thought, let's give it a try. Next, I have another Abby. This time it's from Abby with Love. And I could be wrong, but I have a feeling that I've heard her talking about Intense Cafe, having it or liking it. I could be totally wrong. Abby, please don't be upset if I got it wrong. But for some reason, I think she has talked about this. And so I've chosen a scent for her that is sort of in the same vein. It is somewhat similar, but it is also different. I'm talking about Great Pearls from the House of Oud. So this does have similar elements to Intense Cafe. You have vanilla, rose, coffee, but this one is a sweeter, fruitier version because there are also grapes and blueberries that are coming out quite strongly, especially on a dry down. So I think this will appeal to many who like Intense Cafe, or it will also appeal to those that maybe don't find Intense Cafe sweet enough. This is definitely sweeter. Maybe I could even say slightly more feminine, but definitely similar. So again, this is Great Pearls from the House of Oud. Next, I have Amy from Amy Ever After. And I don't know her as well as probably the others on the list. I don't think we've ever spoken virtually, but I've certainly been a fan of her channel for a very long time. I watched her for a very long time, way before I started my channel, and I know that she loves sweet gourmand scents, and so I've chosen a sweet scent for her as well, but I don't think I've ever heard her talking about this one. This is Café Chantant from Noble 1942, and it is sweet, but again, it's not overly sweet. It's not kind of your suffocating sweet. It is, I think, slightly more subdued and slightly more sophisticated and maybe slightly more grown-up type of gourmand. So I think the way I described it previously, it's like you have a sponge cake that is sort of dipped in some kind of rum or something, and that's what it smells like to me. There is a note of cherry in here, sour cherry if I remember correctly, but I do not get cherry out of it. So it's a very interesting type of gourmand. I think a bit different from what we're maybe it's not as mainstream as many of the other fragrances that we talk about, and so I think she might enjoy this scent. And the last fragrance YouTuber that I've chosen to scent is Anna Absolu. Now, recently, she did a video where she talked about dupes for Tom Ford Lost Cherry. And so I decided to choose another cherry fragrance for her, but I think I also decided maybe to challenge her slightly because this is not your everyday type of cherry. I think it's a more complex cherry, and so I don't know if she's going to like it, but like I said, this is a bit of a challenge scent for her. And of course, I've chosen Rouge Smoking from BDK Parfums. And you know that there are many who find this scent, especially the opening, I think, of the scent, kind of medicinal smelling. I don't, but it is a cherry scent. It's kind of your deeper, darker, smokier type of cherry. To me, it is definitely more complex than Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, and so that's why I've chosen it for her, because I think maybe if she likes cherry scents, she might enjoy this one as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and definitely leave your ideas in the comments below of any of your favorite fragrance YouTubers that you would like to scent. And if anyone else would like to do this type of video, please let me know. I would love to see your choices as well. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.